You can live there for a certain period, but you would have to take certain natural herbs to regulate the heart rhythm. And when you come back to a planet of this nature, where the star is a variable, that is how Arkan first came into the system, was because he was studying the variable nature of the sun. And the rhythm is very erratic, and the result is you have to take medication all the time that is a natural herbal medication to rectify the rhythm of the heart, to withstand the lower vibratory rate of this environment. Because there you have the light from 3 stars. There's never any night. There's always light. Because when the 2 larger components set with the rotation of the planet, the smaller star rises. So there is always light there. It is a system of light. Yes, dear.
Are we familiar with this herb, and would it be constant for everybody? Do we know this herb that you're speaking of?
Beg your pardon, sorry.
The herb that you're mentioning, is it familiar to Earth people?
The home planet,
Yes.
Meton.
The herb. You're saying one would have to take an herbal medication.
Oh, herbal, yes. Yes. It is a natural herb that we can grow here too. In fact, yes.
Which one is it?
It grows in the mountains. It won't grow in the lowlands at all.
Is there a name to it? Or?
It is a silver herb. And actually, just to go on a little bit more on that, on the top of Flying Saucer Hill in Natal in South Africa, where the spaceship first landed, in the dip there is a great circular patch where she landed. And the grass is greener in that circular patch. And these herbs are actually growing there. It's a silver herb, and it's very beautiful. And it's the same up on the heights of Cathkin, where she also landed. And they photographed it, and they photographed it from the air. Particularly from the air, you can see the circular patch, because you can see so much more from air photography than you can on the ground. Thank you. Yes?
When you were gone for a period of time, was that time equal corresponded with time here?
No, time varies. It varies wherever you are. We have time here simply because we mark it off on the clock, intervals of time, and we simply become slaves to it. It's not necessarily the fact that we have to become slaves to time. But I'm afraid this has a very detrimental effect on the health of most people. It creates stress. There is no time really. Out there in space, it's timeless. That's the 5th dimension.
But during the time that you were gone and gave birth to your son, how much time elapsed here?
9 years here and 4 months there, yes.
Very good. Thank you. I enjoyed your book very, very much.
Thank you. I had 9 wonderful years with Arkan, as I mentioned before. Sorry. Was it you?
I'm ready for a new beginning, and I'd like to know the preparation that is necessary to possibly travel to Mars or Venus when those planets are ready.
Well, you see, as I think I've mentioned, you won't get very far with a rocket. And you'll have lots of trouble with rockets. But I think they've been very brave and they're trying very hard. But there's only one way, and that is with the true starship, And this is what they want. Earth scientists, this is what they're after, is the power system of the starship. That's why the whole subject has been stamped top secret, because it's a military subject.
Now, are these starships that we're creating, or are these starships from other...
Well, you see, there's a lot of confusion. You must realize in this whole subject that there are flying saucers that are Earth-constructed, what we call the nuts and bolts one. Now, the real starship is all in one piece. The whole surface is smooth and all in one piece. And there are no nuts and bolts. Because remember, she is created in space from pure light energy into substance. And the whole skin of the ship is created as a natural, circular, celestial object. Then they bring her to the surface of the planet and complete the interior, which is absolutely beautiful. They love beauty, they live in beauty. It's very necessary. It's necessary for the mind, for the thoughts, for the brain, for the psyche, for your whole living pattern. It's vital.
You mentioned that they're going to be taking beads from this Earth to populate these other planets.
Yes, they will. They'll be doing it in improved rockets for some time to come, yes. Yes, but as I was saying, the confusion exists in the fact that there are circular craft, which are commonly known as flying saucers, actually built, constructed on this planet by certain nations. And this gives rise to much confusion. And we, as meteorologists, can tell the difference because it has a different effect in the atmosphere. Now, at the end of World War, towards the end of World War II, the German scientists were, of course, then working towards spaceflight, and they created the rockets. And I know Professor Hermann Oberth personally. He is the father of the rockets, and he's now 93 years old, and a very wonderful scientist. And at that time, they were building certain craft, helicopter type of craft, that was top secret. We classified them as V7s. And they were constructing these craft in the the forested eastern areas of Germany, and in underground hangars and in the sides of mountains. And as they perfected these craft, they flew them out to a secret base, because by then, towards 1944-45, they knew which way the war was going. And anyway, this is history, and it's all in my new book, which is entitled The Gravity File. And